Hey folks, Bob here. So I bought this spare tire rack off of Amazon. Let's see, it has a brand name on it somewhere. And here we go. Dead Fish State Pocket Spare Tire Rack. So let's go get this thing installed, okay? And right here is where we're going to install it in this State Pocket right here. And it'll come out just a little bit. It'll be in line with the trailer tires, I believe. And bolt it in, and then we'll mount a spare tire on it. Okay, so this bolt, there's two bolts here that go in these screws right in here, and that's what this plate's for. It covers. But I just wanted to check the size, and 3/4. It's a little loose. I tried a 19 millimeter, and it was the same. It was loose, so I'm just looking at 3/4. And I got a ratchet also, and this is for mounting the tire or the wheel. Same thing, it's a little loose. The nut fits better with this bolt. Close enough though. All right, let me get you set up on the tripod, and here's a pretty laid out simple instructions. You stick the mount down through the State Pocket, put this brace on the bottom with the two holes, run your bolts up through it, tighten it down, then mount your studs in these pieces here. They're adjustable, so you can get your wheel like you need it, and rock on. Alrighty guys, let's keep going. So just drop that right there until it falls where it needs to fall. And in the directions, it only showed one of these and one hole. Obviously there's two, so that explains why. That one started. I'm gonna put a lock washer on one and a flat washer on the other. The way I roll here. Bob's Classic Cars and Parts, we improvise. We got that one started. Oh, we don't. I swore I thought that was going in. Oh, in the world. There we go. Don't cross thread, Bob. I think he's getting ready to. Yep, I think he's getting ready to. A lot of times they got paint on the threads, and that's what makes them do this. It's definitely acting like it's cross threaded. But I don't think it is. Let's run the screws up. Probably should have brought a power tool. That would have been the smart thing to do. Yeah, you tighten these up. You ever watch Nick's Garage? He doesn't like using power tools either. I've always been that way. I'm so used to grabbing the wrenches and the ratchets. I keep forgetting I bought a bunch of power tools and I hardly ever use them. I've just gotten used to the feel of doing it by hand. That's what he's always saying on his channel. I think the reason they made these bolts so long is depending on how deep your State Pockets are. It appears to be relatively well built. It ain't super great, but you know where it came from. All right, there we go. Get it tight. Okay, there we go. We got it tight. Yeah, that's good enough stuff to be in this plate. Next, we'll put these in. Same kind of a deal. Let me go get a power tool. I'll be right back. Okay. Get a rock off my knee. See if this helps any. Yeah, man. All right. That's better. Let me go grab a spare. I'll be right back. Alright, so I got the tire mounted. I got one lug nut kind of sort of started. That's just to hold it on there, really. That's all that's for. Let's go back to the power tool. And there we go. Once you get the other one mounted, the first one mounted, you can, you got these loose. I didn't tighten them all the way up. I got to hold the back of it. Do is really tighten up the back side of that nut if we can. There we go. Grab my ratchet here. Okay, I found the position that they need to be in. Just pull the wheel back off. And in my case, they were all pretty close to being tight right here. Tighten them on down. That should go on. If not, we'll make a minor adjustment. It'll be good and tight. Yep. I need to make a minor adjustment on this one here. Move it out just a little bit. No big deal. Just a little bit. See, about right there. Get it. Just cover that. Moved it too far. All right, folks. After a little adjusting, I finally got it where it'll go right on easily. There you have it. Put these on. They don't act like they want to go on. Get it on reverse. Well, this one has stripped out. Let me look at that. All right. Ooh, that lug looks hot. All right, this one here wanted the lug nut stripped on me, so I went and got another lug nut, and I put some lubricant spray on it. And we're gonna do this one by hand. Because I don't need to be on the side of the road with a flat tire and can't get this tire off. So I'll strip the lug nut. These cheap ass, you know where they made lug nuts and parts here, studs. It still ain't going on. No, it's stripped out. That stud is stripped out. How about that? Well, folks, I was only able to get 2 lug nuts just tightened up. This one here is stud stripped. That's something I'll just have to fix later if they can bother to mess with it. I guess 2's enough to hold it on, I think. But it cheap stuff you buy nowadays from other countries. So anyhow, this is on there good and solid, good and tight. It ain't going anywhere. Hope somebody got something out of that, and hit that like button, subscribe, and by all means, if you need to do this, now I'm using an old cheap tire. It doesn't have any tread on it. I don't want anybody to steal it. They'll probably strip a lug nut taking it off anyway, but can't get it off. But if I'm just real close to the tire store or to the house, I'll use this tire. If I'm out on the road on the interstate, I'm a long ways from something, I've got a brand new one inside the truck. So there you go, folks. Hope that helps you out. You need to carry a spare with you, and in my case, I carry two, and that way I'm traveling, I can fix this stuff on the road. I have to call anybody. All right, Bob out.